Hello, welcome to Veldboom Studios. My name is Shaquille Veldboom, and in this video, I'll be taking over like everything that we've been doing for the past couple of weeks. So here we have our Lyra UI setup, which we'll be modifying completely. So everything will kind of have its own look, but this is kind of like the building blocks that we're building it upon. So here, as soon as you press enter the Isle of Eline, you'll be greeted by a couple of options where you can like launch yourself to on the island. But for now, we'll just go to the Isle of Eline directly, and that will kind of lead us to the homes that we're starting to build for the Lisa Lane virtual real estate project that I'm doing right now. So right here we'll have 100 homes that are each like individually numbered, that we're also selling to different people, mainly from my own network, because you know it's not publicly available yet. But here you can see number 14, which is already like sold to myself, I guess. But with the blue signs, you can kind of see which homes are sold and which aren't. So yeah, here you can see that in the 50s there are still a lot of available, but then here they're also like in the 20s and 26, there are also like multiple homes already sold. So here you can kind of see that these are also like the oceanfront properties, I guess. And then the other numbers, the how would you say, like all of the numbers that are like 10, 30, 50, 70, and 90, those are like on the mountainside, and all of the even number like digits will be on the ocean side. So all of that's like 20, 40, 60, 80, and then the last one. So here we have the first home. So this is actually mine. So this is already one that I kind of decorated. And here you can also see like a lot of art pieces that are in here. So these will be able to be bought as like NFTs once the whole platform goes live. And then in here I kind of made a little kitchen with like beautiful marble green countertops and stuff. So that is kind of like the whole interior decorating style that I like to put together, with a lot of colors and art pieces and stuff. So with when all of these NFTs will become available, then also with furniture you'll be able to purchase them as NFTs, but also like the pieces themselves. So those are that is kind of like the living room area. And then here you'll kind of have like a dining room setup, where you have like a bunch of different like abilities to display food, and also maybe even sell some of the food that you make based on what you can place right here, you know. So those are like the abilities that we're putting together. So now that we've seen the living room area and the dining room area and the kitchen and everything, also here maybe something to mention, that you have like a bar setup where you can also watch a television from. I think that is also like a cool detail. But yeah, so that is basically what we got right here. And here we'll be having a door that you can actually enter the shared garden through. And in this garden we'll be having like a bunch of virtual plants that will actually serve as like health and stuff in the video game. So here you can actually also like sell and grow your crops, but that is one of the ways you'll actually be able to earn a living also with the virtual home that you own, is by sharing like the basically the crops that you grow if you don't use them yourself in the video game, you know. So right here we also have more art pieces and a little sitting corner before you enter the first bedroom that we've got right here. So this is like a little desk setup, more some art pieces, and like a bed here. And also basically the homes were designed so that you can place them next to each other, but don't really like interfere with each other's privacy. So even though there's like a big open window here, you don't really have like another window on the other side so that you can look into your neighbors' homes and stuff, and vice versa, you know. So it's still very private, but still have a lot of natural light coming in. And then right here we have the second living room, the second bedroom, which is very similar in its setup, with a lot of like big open space windows. But then you have like also like a desk setup, and we're just playing a lot around with these light setups and Lumen and everything that we can do in Unreal Engine. And then if we come upstairs right here, then we have the main bedroom, where you also have like spaces to put some clothes, and you'll be able to like change out the clothes for these characters in these bedrooms too, with the closet, you know, with all of the NFT clothing that people will own and possess and stuff. So that is one of the main things. And then here we have like the actual balcony setup for the main bedroom, and where you can have like a great view over the whole neighborhood and just see what everything and everybody in the neighborhood is doing as well. So that is kind of like what it looks like right now. The design, I think, is pretty dope to say myself, but just the interaction and to make sure that people actually have like the ability to enter the space and play with these characters in their own homes. That is just the stuff that we're going to continue to work on over the next couple of months. And this summer we'll start to give people that own like these homes access to start playing it for themselves and walk around the neighborhood and stuff. So that is a little bit of an update of everything that we're doing right here in the neighborhood. But on top of that, I also wanted to show like all of the homes that we have right here, but maybe it's better to actually get in the car and drive around a little bit. So let me get to that. So the whole premise of the video game and the metaverse is actually to exemplify a world in which we kind of would want to live in. So it's kind of like a utopian version of what we feel like 2040 should look like. So here we actually have a neighborhood where we don't really allow cars to enter the neighborhood, and only these micro cars that have like a top speed of 45 kilometers an hour are allowed to be parked near the homes. And as soon as you kind of cross this section right here, then here there's like a main road so that you can basically like have car park setups to the left and the right here, so that you can park your car over here but then not enter with the cars in the neighborhood again. One of the other examples for that is that we actually also have we're gonna basically make this world like plastic free. So we're looking into ways on how we can like change the way that we live right now to also have it to be like a plastic free world, and basically use that as an example case to kind of transform how people think about how you would live and how things would go in the world like this, you know. So that's why we have like a lot of bicycle lanes in this area, and that is basically what we're trying to exemplify, that that this is going to be the way that we feel like the future should be. So that is everything that we have going on right here in the Lisa Lane project. Let's take it to a little bit of a further scale outside of the world though. And to do that, let's also take a little bit of a faster car, I guess. So right now we're actually exiting the neighborhood, and I could drive right here over to the left. Let's see. Basically what we have here is our own shopping mall. So also it's not really accessible by car, at least it won't be in the game, but here you kind of have like also set up for micro cars, so that all of these tunnels right here kind of become places for you to store your micro car or some other form of like personal mobility device. But we want to eliminate the use of cars as much as possible. That's why it's also very close to the actual homes in the neighborhood, so that people don't really need to take their cars everywhere. So that is one of the examples that we're trying to set with this whole metaverse thing. And I'm a lover of cars, by the way, as you can probably tell, but we just feel like in the future we should take into consideration that there are more efficient ways to travel around from place to place, you know. Also, on that point, we have actually like a magnetic levitation rail here. So this will become like a train setup where we have like magnetic floating trains that are attached to those rails, and actually capable of transporting people from point A to point B pretty quickly throughout the whole metaverse. And it will kind of become like a fast travel system where you can kind of teleport yourself from one side of the island to the next. And then right here we're coming up to the Reboost House, and this is one of the organizations that I'm working with in the southeast of Amsterdam, that will actually like have their own installation and place in the metaverse, but I'm not gonna show too much of that right now. But let's see where we can continue to from there. There will be multiple museums and art pieces and just homes throughout the whole metaverse, and we're just basically blocking everything out as we go and designing everything stage by stage and just adding more to it. So let's see. Also here you can kind of see one of the other homes that we have. This is one of the bigger beach properties that I already designed, but I still need to decorate it. It's like one of the things you're looking at is like a little basketball court indoors. So we're also planning on making such mini games that you will be able to play throughout the whole metaverse. But let's see what we got. So here's like another one of those big homes. All of those will also be for sale, but we still need to like decorate them and give them like real purpose too. I don't just want it to be like something good to look at or something. I really want people to be able to have like virtual purpose for it, you know, so that you can sell products in it or demonstrate your NFTs, make it into like an NFT museum, that type of stuff. Let's see where this road goes. Where to go? Let's go right here. So here we have some more of the bigger homes too. And to the left, let's see, to the left here we got a museum that is also by one of the local artists back home here in the southeast of Amsterdam. And let's drive past it real quick. And as you can see, these roads kind of still need to be cleared from all of the grass and stuff going through it, but everything is still like a work in progress. And here we also have multiple of the bigger mansions. I'm gonna just go off-road real quick. So this is one I already had decorated. I still need to redo it a little bit, but in the next videos we'll probably see a little bit of a bigger heads up of everything that we're kind of doing around here. This would become like a mini micro track, like micro car racing track that you can test the cars on and just have like a little competition with your friends and stuff at the house. And let's see, we're gonna drive a little bit to the top into where actually it's like one of the bigger homes that I own in the Metaverse, or that I kind of reserved, I should say. And this is kind of where everything will start and begin in the whole video game. So it's also not decorated yet, but you will be able to as soon as you kind of like launch from the Metaverse, then this will be kind of like the greeting area where you will start the first mission from. And then the first mission will actually will become that you will need to drive from here down to the racetrack on the island. And I don't know what happened there. It's like weird physics still going on, but you can kind of have like a little race down to the racetrack, and then from the racetrack I'll show you guys like the first actual piece of gameplay that we've introduced to the island. I still need to work on my driving skills. I'm pretty decent, but so actually the HUD layout that you could already see while I was just driving around through the island, that is also like part of the actual race tracking system. So as soon as I kind of start right here and press P, you can kind of see like the fastest lap time. So 1 minute 19 is like the fastest lap time that I put down, and this is now lap 103. And these checkpoints are also like checking and clearing like these race times. And also if you have like a crash or you end up on your roof, you'll be respawned to the last actual checkpoint you went through. So that is like the first racing system that we actually have operating in the Metaverse. And also I'm screen recording at the same time, so it's a little bit laggier than I'm used to while playing, but it's still performing pretty decent with the actual screen recorder going. Let's see if I can put down a competitive time without taking too much of a shortcut right there. But this is basically like the whole race that we have for right now, and then we'll add multiple levels and multiple tracks and cars that you can pick from and drive through the whole universe with. It's difficult to talk and race at the same time. I said universe, didn't I? My bad. There we go. Let's see if the spawn system actually like respawns. There you go. It did kind of throw me around, didn't it? Oh no, I'm going in the right direction. So then you will kind of be respawned through the last gate you went through if you make a mistake like that. And then here is the actual finish line. So then you also be able to see the lap 1 go to lap 2. There you go. And then new lap time kind of starts. And let's take this one a little bit more serious. Let's go. Ah, damn, I almost improved my own sound. But that was like one of the fastest laps I've put down that far. But one of the chicane sections, I could have been a little bit faster. So I guess next time I'll do better. But that is like one of the most funnest feelings that I could have, is like racing around my own cars, around my own racetrack in a video game like that. So I hope you can kind of like see the enthusiasm kind of coming off of what we're building right here. And just dreaming about stuff like this as a kid, to make your own video game and now actually becoming a reality more and more. It's a crazy experience. So that is kind of it for this video. What I wanted to showcase, everything that we've been building in the past couple of weeks. There's also more actually attached to this, but that is kind of like what I'm doing with another company, so I can't really show that yet. But yeah, just stay tuned, and there will be a lot more content coming your way, and also a lot more game features coming your way pretty soon. So thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe. Also, please be a little bit more patient with me. I know I said the game would be live already, but it just takes way longer than I anticipated. And this is like the first time that I also took on a project at this scale for myself. So I'm learning a lot. But I will keep working at this and adding new functions and functionalities to it. So make sure to stay tuned and stay subscribed to this YouTube channel. My name is Shaquille Veldboom from Veldboom Studios. Thank you for watching. I'm out.